What's up, Dolphins fans? Travis Wingfield here, the host of the Drive Time podcast on the Miami Dolphins Podcast Network, and I'm happy to be joined today by new Dolphins wide receiver, Erik Enzukanma. I get that right? Enzukanma. Apologize about that. Erik, welcome in, man. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So, first off, welcome to Miami. You get the call, come down here today. How you feeling? Has it all hit you yet?
Man, I'm just taking it, step by step and just letting it all sink in, and it's very overwhelming, but I feel like once I get some time, I'll really just let it all and take it all in.
It'll happen eventually. I mean, I'm sure it's been a whirlwind weekend for you here, but I wanted to go back to your draft day setup. I wanted to know about how the layout was for you guys. Were you watching TV? Did you have something to kind of keep you distracted? Because I know it can be a little bit nerve-wracking. Did you have your family, friends there? What did it look like for you guys?
Family, friends, just hanging out. Woke up day 3 and kind of just sat on the couch for a little bit, and my friend was like, "Hey, let's go throw the football outside." And I go outside and we're throwing the ball around, and we also have a TV outside. So I'm kind of looking at the TV, but I'm not looking at the pics at the time. And I get a call from Fort Lauderdale, and I look down at my phone, and I didn't think it was real. And I answer the phone, and coach is like, "Yeah, we want you in Miami." And I look at the pics on the TV, and Miami is the next 2 picks away. So until I saw my name, I didn't believe it really, yeah. But it all settled in there.
And happy to not have to wait very long. I'm sure pretty quickly on that Saturday morning you got the call, or Saturday afternoon I should say, you got that call.
Yes, sir.
So, but you had your phone on you. That was smart to keep the phone on you outside.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Gotta have that. But
100%.
So I want to hear kind of the moment you got the call, like the emotions going through your head. Can you take us through the moment you got that exact call? And I know you said that didn't feel real yet, but like, how did you feel in that moment?
It was everything I've ever dreamed of as a kid. You wait your whole life to be in this opportunity, and to get the call, it was just a surreal moment. And I had family and friends around me screaming in the background, excited for me, and I'm running around the pool like 4 times, and I'm trying to keep my composure as I'm talking to like PR team and the GM, and just thanking them for taking a chance on me and giving me opportunity.
It's really good to hear. So you talk about talking to Coach McDaniel a little bit and that draft call. What was your impression, or having a chance to meet Coach McDaniel? What's your early impression of him?
Man, great guy. Hoping to get to know him some more as I'm here as a Dolphin, and very excited for the opportunity.
About offensive coordinator Frank Smith, have you met him yet?
I have not, but looking forward to meeting the whole staff and letting them pour into me and give me all the knowledge I need to be great here.
So I know one guy you did meet and know about really well is a wide receiver coach here, former Texas Tech Red Raider. You got to be so fired up to learn under Wes Welker, right?
Man, yeah, he's a Tech legend. I've looked at his pictures all around the facility since I've been there for the last 4 years, and to be in the same place as him and learn from him is going to be great.
So you had a private workout with him prior to the draft. What was that like?
He came out, he had, fans taking pictures. He's Tech legend, and
exactly.
And then we got to the workout, and he's just giving me some gems. Give me good technique tips and coaching me up, and I'm really excited to work with him and get this opportunity.
Is he a pretty high energy coach? Was he yelling, screaming a little bit, or was he pretty relaxed?
Pretty relaxed, yeah. And that's really the respect factor you get when your coach is relaxed, but he knows exactly what he's talking about, and you gotta listen when he's talking, and I'm just really excited.
I can tell on your face. He's a guy that kind of redefined the slot position a little bit, so it's a great guy to learn from. And he'll have a room where you join some talents like Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Cedric Wilson, Trent Sherfield, Preston Williams, Lynn Bowden, River Craycraft, and the list just goes on and on, man. How familiar are you with the players in that room, and what excites you most about playing with those receivers?
Man, I just want to learn. I feel like I'm gonna come in, and there's veterans on this squad and a lot of great elite talent in the room, and I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna ask a lot of questions, and I'm gonna watch how Wes coaches them and ask the right questions and ask as many questions as possible, just so I can gain as much knowledge as I can. During training camp and OTAs and all that. And I'm just excited, to see all the guys and get to know everybody.
A lot of those guys really excel with the ball in their hands after the catch. I saw you average right around 8 yards after the catch last season, one of the tops in all of college football. Don't know if you knew that, but that's the stat that I found on you. And you talked about your run after the catch ability in your media availability the other day. That's one of the buzzwords around this building this offseason. What makes a receiver good with the ball in his hands and chewing up yards after the catch?
Man, it helps out with everything, down in distance. If you need, that extra 2 yards, the guy's not just going to get hit and go down. He's going to try to, gain the extra couple yards. And it helps out with the quarterback as well, making quarterback look good, throwing a little slant and being able to break it for another 30, 40 yards. So, and it's going to just, revamp the whole offense and help out this team win.
Those pop pass jet sweeps you take for 60 yards, that'll help the quarterback stat line a little bit. You didn't really have to do a whole lot, just pop the ball out there. You also talked about a tougher catch, right? Making the contested catches down the field. And you talked about growing in that area. How were you able to kind of come along in that part of your game at Texas Tech?
Just buying into the weight room, just learning, my body is bigger than most people, so when the ball is in the air and I jump up for it, a lot of guys won't be able to just move me out of the way while I'm attacking the ball. So, buying into the weight room and eating right and getting in nutrition and, playing big to your size is definitely what helped me, develop with contested catches.
Probably helps you a little bit in the downfield run blocking game too, right?
Yes, sir.
Big part of that as well. So going back to kind of your background here a little bit, back in Fort Worth, you grew up with 6 siblings. Which child in the pecking order are you?
I'm number 3.
Number 3. So you got the experience of older and younger.
Yes, sir.
So you took. How was that kind of growing up in that? And it was with 6 brothers and sisters.
Man, so 6 brothers and sisters. My mom and my dad were divorced, and just growing up a lot faster than a regular kid would. And with that, it's a curse and a blessing at the same time because you have all these siblings, and you have a lot of people to talk to, spend time with, play video games and play sports with, on your downtime. But also like they can, be, little brother can be annoying or, tell on you or anything like that. But, I love all of them, and we're all like a lot older now. So, we're just appreciating each other's company at this point and, love each other.
Keeping each other in check, I'm sure, as kids.
For sure.
You mentioned playing some sports, some 3-on-3 football games, full-time quarterback. Is that kind of how you guys laid it out?
Oh, yeah. Teaching my little brother how to catch football, make the cutback juke, on the sideline, and being able to, have family football out there on Thanksgiving. Oh,
that's perfect. Yeah. What a great turkey bowl that is. Yeah. And then, of course, you mentioned your mother, the glue that kind of held everything together for you guys there. And you talked a little bit about how important she was and how she taught you how to grind the 7 a.m., 7 p.m. shift you talked about. At what age did you realize, man, my mom is basically a superwoman?
At a really young age. She used to go to work, and then I have a game in the morning, and she'd pick me up and take me to the game and then be at the game. And while I'm running a touchdown, she's running down the sideline with me and screaming my name, and then right back to work that day. And I watched her grind every day, and it was just like, man, I have no excuse not to, get up and grind. Just watching that growing up and being as old as I am now and still watching her do the same thing I was doing when I was a kid. So
how was that moment with her in the draft yesterday when you guys kind of embraced for the first time and realized, like, mama, I made it to the NFL?
It was like, man, we've talked about it since I was a kid. My mom's always preached it to me that you have NFL talent and you're gonna go to the NFL, and I've always wanted to make it so I could prove her right. Yeah. So basically to be able to actually say I'm in the NFL and hug her, and we've hugged probably 20 times in the last 12 hours. So, it's been a great feeling.
That's what it's all about, man. I got 2 more questions for you. I'll get you out of here. What are you most looking forward to about your opportunity here in Miami?
I'm looking for the opportunity to win as a team, to learn from great people and, leave a legacy for the next guys that come. I come from Texas Tech. I did everything I could to leave something there for the younger guys behind me, and now I'm in that role to learn and then grow and then leave a legacy behind me again here. So I'm just excited for the opportunity to be able to just help this team win.
Last question for you. What kind of person and player are the Dolphins getting in you?
They're getting a dog. I'm gonna say that every time anybody ever asks me that, because that's just that's who I am, and I'm gonna go every play, and I'm gonna play hard every play. I love to block. Like I say, my rack ability. I love when the ball's in my hand, I'm looking to score. I don't look to run out of bounds or get tackled or by one person or anybody. You're just gonna get a hardworking guy that has a high motor and that's gonna bring people with them.
Gotta love that. Go find that pylon, right? Get in that end zone.
Yes,
Erik
sir.
Enzukanma, appreciate
Yes,
your
sir.
time today, man.
Thank
Thanks a
you.
lot. New Dolphins
Appreciate
wide
you.
receiver. You bet.